What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the MusicNFT podcast. Brock and Aaron back at it again with you for another week. Brock, how are we doing?
Mate, it's a beautiful Thursday evening, and it's been an interesting week in just the world of NFTs and crypto. Solana's basically just wrecked at the moment because there's a lot of mining going on with this new asset called Ore. People are thinking ETH and NFTs are basically dead. Music NFTs are fumbling at the moment. But there is hope out there. There's a few things bubbling up, as always. And the market looked like it took a tank before the Bitcoin halving, but there's just, and then it comes back a little bit, and then everyone's like, back to euphoric again. So there's a lot going on. I think, Aaron, you had something to discuss a little bit about Coachella to lead off with, and then I'll chat a bit after.
Cool. So I think we mentioned it maybe the last episode or episode before that Coachella were back in the music NFT game, or NFT game, really. They were releasing these things called canvases, which were the first one that they dropped was a VIP pass to Coachella. So you could buy like the NFT as your ticket to the VIP lounge at Coachella, which is this weekend actually, and next weekend at the time of recording. And we saw that and we're like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like they're still kind of like dipping their toes in, but that was like part of a bigger plan. They've got this thing called Coachella Canvases, or Canvas. And right now, mate, in the Discord is just going bananas. They've unleashed some 2021 NFT energy, because Discord is going crazy because they've launched these things called quests. So you can basically claim like a canvas NFT, which is just like a base NFT, and then you can complete all these different kind of quests, which gives you stamps and level up your canvas. And then basically
like
you
a little
can
passport.
And you can earn different kind of things by completing the quests. So they've got tickets to Coachella next year up for grabs. They've got mystery merch packs going. They've got a whole bunch of different things. What I will say is I think we're on like week 2 of the quests now, and it seems that like to be able to do anything, you're going to have to be at Coachella this year to be able to complete the quests. It's not made for people who are just sitting
in
at
Oz
home trying to get some free tickets from Australia. But it definitely is a really cool thing to see that they're still kind of dipping their toes in and making NFTs work in the festival ecosystem and showing different ideas on how you can implement these things.
I mean, it's a big play at the moment because communities for festivals, especially 2-day festivals, are dying. We're slowly seeing all over the world, not just Australia. Some more stats were released this week, and I freaking should have saved them, but I forgot about the amount of festivals that have shut down and just where money's being spent. And like, big festivals like Coachella, there were still tickets available till this week to go. And that was unheard of. Like they would, same as Splendor in the Grass here in Australia, they would sell all tickets out pre any announcement of an act, which is, you think about it now and in the current climate, it's just insane because like people are buying 3 days before the festival starts because they're like, basically there was so much distrust. COVID just ruined it for so many of us that, the amount of refunds that took 6 months to get back, festivals announces and it cancels. There was just so much to and froing that it really stuffed up the punter market for festivals. There just became so much distrust in it that, all these bigger festivals lost that ability to run the numbers, because you can't have a $3 million, $5 million, $10 million, $100 million festival waiting 3 days before the festival to see if the numbers are going to come in and hope for the best. They have to just can at certain times. So this play by Coachella is on time, well thought out, and I want to Like they're looking to foster a community. They have, people that already go to the festival religiously. They're looking now outside that group, and the influencer era is dead, I suppose, for festivals. Because influencers don't want to go to festivals that aren't selling like hotcakes. If they can't get a ticket, that's when they want to go.
Get me into the party that no one else can get into.
Yeah. Or get me, to an area that no one can get into. So fostering the community to get them to feel like they're the influencers is the smartest idea that they've brought to the table. I congratulate them, and I think this is a great idea, and it's just definitely something, as Aaron said, we can all, as artists as well, the community building artists, you can all learn from and take some notes.
And it's cool. It's cool to see that like the biggest music festival in the world, pretty much, is
leading it.
The one that's kind of like at the forefront doing it. And obviously, like a smaller festival can absolutely adopt this idea on a smaller scale, but just like having someone as a market leader, not afraid to explore and take a risk, is refreshing to see.
And then I think the other thing I wanted to bring up tonight was Farcaster. I believe we mentioned it just vaguely many moons ago when it came out, probably mid last year. It seems to be a juggernaut now. Like Degen, the token for Farcaster, so you can tip people on the app. For anyone trying to figure out what it is, it's basically Twitter 2.0. You can move over there. You have a lot of ability to connect to the same people that you're already following on Twitter. So it's kind of interconnected in that way, much like Threads is with Facebook. It's not obviously owned by Elon, but it is assimilated to the platform. The really interesting play on Farcaster, it's called Warpcast. So Farcaster owns a Twitter program called Warpcast. Is when you're joining, so let's just say you spend a month on there and you add some value, you kind of get involved a bit. After that kind of first interim period passes by, you eventually start getting Degen dropped inside, your app wallet. What happens is then you can tip that. You don't actually ever get to claim that. That's just it's kind of like a incentivized way to tip. So if you're tipping, but you can also get tipped back once that kind of unlocks. So what can essentially happen, what I've seen people doing, there's like another, and this is going to get a little bit technical, there's another part of Warpcast called Frames where you can connect that to kind of anything Web3 sites, as well as websites and stuff like that. But what people have been doing is connecting that to minting sites. So it's like, go check out my thing on SoundXYZ. If you mint one, I'm going to tip you 10,000 Degen. So you're literally using Farcaster's money, which is free to you, and giving that to someone else that's buying your music. So right now, that doesn't look like that's going to end for at least the next 5 to 6 months. They're saying forever, but we all know money eventually runs out at some point along the line. Right now, it's probably going to be it's at its best. Like the money that I've seen being thrown around and tipped to people is crazy. I mean, just looking at my wallet now, so like 10,000 Degens, probably like $900, and 5 to 10,000 Degens, like minimum tipping I've been seeing on the page, which is like thinking of that's crazy.
Throwing cash,
yeah. So that, and that's like coming from the bigger influencers, and this just come from comment, like being reply guy commenting on people. But as I said, if you have the time right now, if you're already investing in Instagram, freaking TikTok, whatever, this you could put those to the side and look at a platform like this, like Warpcast, where you can actively make money from the platform and also use that platform to have your music purchased in the real world. So double make money, which is what people are
buying it with like basically fake money, but you're getting the real money value out of it when you do it. It's like
you're both getting paid.
Yeah.
It's the most ultimate platform for a musician right now, to pay people to buy your music and then pay you back. Like, it's just unfathomable. But then with all that at the same time, at the end of each month, you can then go and claim DGen as well. It rewards you for using the platform. So not only are you tipping other people, but at the end of the month, for all of your interactions, for everyone that comments on you, all that kind of stuff that happens, you get rewarded every single month. Again, the rewards have been quite substantial. So please listen to this, take note, and get involved in Farcaster's Warpcast, because it's a simple play that you can spend the next 3 to 6 months. It might not change, the trajectory of your career, but it'll definitely give you some money to make some music in the real world, for sure.
And if you're an artist who is complaining about not getting enough money from Spotify and all this kind of stuff,
platforms not rewarding you,
here's a little way that you can. So stop complaining and start using and start taking advantage of this, especially, as Brock says, before 5 to 6 months time, and they're like, "Oh, okay, guys, we
can't reward as much.
Yeah. There's no more money anymore." Get in while it's good, while it's hot.
Yeah, they literally just got $2 billion. Like, their valuation was $2 billion in their latest round. So they would have got hundreds of millions of dollars. So there's not a big team there. So a lot of that money is going to get rinsed through the community to convince people to come to the platform, because they know how to play the social game. And this is SocialFi, the year of SocialFi. So please go take advantage of it. Put some of that money in your own pocket.
Please do. That's it. That's it for us this week. Hopefully you learned a little bit. Hopefully you're inspired. If you join Farcaster, let us know. Let us know how you go. We'd love to see you selling, minting some music with some tips that you got or giving out, which would be cool. Make sure to rate and review, subscribe, leave a message for us if you want to chat about, or you want to hear us chat about anything in particular. And we will catch you on the next one.